What's up, guys? And Navajero here. Wanted to bring you guys a video with knives that cost around $20. Some of these may be $25 dollar range. Obviously they vary. Prices fluctuate just depending on where you're getting them. Most of these are readily available on Amazon or eBay or other retailers, but specifically, these are some that you can find. So starting off with this knife right here, this one in particular, I wouldn't say is the only knife you can get from Gonzo for $20. There is a variety of them. This one specifically though, I do enjoy it because it has the crossbar lock, G10, and this is 440C, which is a decent steel. It's not going to be, steel that holds an edge for the longest time, but since it is a flat grind right here, it is gonna be quite slicing. Gonzo makes a lot of knives that I think are very well made for the price. I mean, you can get D2 also ones for around the higher 20, $27, $28 range. Which is another good option, but this one obviously, since it's a 440C, it's a little bit cheaper. You got yourself a deep carry pocket clip. It's not all the way deep carry, but it still rides fairly comfortable in the pocket. Nice springs on this access lock right here. It's not mushy at all. It does have a good snap to it. So the action is quite nice on this. This is actually on, I believe, phosphor bronze washers. I can see a phosphor there. It might be Teflon and phosphor. I don't recall exactly, but the action is quite nice for it not being on bearings. And you'll typically see that on some access locks. They'll either run it with bronze washers or some other type of combination of phosphor and bronze, and the action will just only get better with time. So yeah, this is one that, if you're starting off your collection, if you're wanting a knife that is a bit better than, those kind of run-of-the-mill Chinese, no-name brand ones, this is a good way to start off with something like this. And that gets you also, used to an access lock and how it works. So yeah, this is one that I think would be pretty cool for somebody to get if they're starting off. All right, moving on. This is a Freetiger. Freetiger is another one of those brands that they offer a lot of, a lot for what you're paying. This is again, $25 knife. You're getting another access lock here. This one I've modified, so it's not going to come like this. They do offer a variety of colors. Same thing with these Gonzos. They offer a variety of colors, and some of them even with different blade, I think PVD coated blades and stuff. Gonzo, this one comes with a satin blade. I made this cutout right here on the G10 to access the thumb studs. These thumb studs are not original to this either. I did a acid wash and stone wash to this blade right here. So it is going to be a little bit different than one you see online. I also did that to the pocket clip, but all around, this is a bigger knife. Let's go ahead and just, so you can see it compared to this Gonzo right here. I believe this is around 7.5. So, it's still medium-sized knife, but you get a lot, I think, for your money. This is D2 steel, and it's quite thinly ground, flat grind, so very slicey. And yeah, I think you get a lot for your money here with this Freetiger. And again, if you're starting off your collection and you're kind of just getting into it, or if you want to modify, knives like these are perfect because you can, modify them and not worry that you're going to be messing up a, $100 to even a $75 knife, which, I think personally, $75 is a lot of money. And if you're going to be modifying and if you mess something up, that's kind of, hurt to mess something up. So yeah, this one is really cool if you want to modify it. Or, you know, if you just want something bigger with a slicey D2 blade. And this has also nice action. The tension on the springs on this are not as good as actually the Gonzo. It's a little bit, you know, softer, but you can always do some modifications to that as well and make them a little bit, make the tolerance a little bit tighter on these as well. So yeah, this one, deep carry pocket clip, but also not all the way deep. It does have, it's not actually inset the pocket clip either. But again, you get that D2 blade, nice G10, offer different colors, access lock, very smooth. This one is running on bearings, so it is quite smoother to and faster to actuate. So this one's pretty cool. Yeah, this is the Ganzo, I believe this is the FT2103. And then this one, if I didn't give you guys the number, is the F735M. Okay. Then moving on, this one I feel like, you know, Gerber gets a lot of hate. There's people that have totally discredited Gerber now. I grew up using Gerber products, especially like multi-tools and stuff. They were always great, but I can attest that some of the knives are, you know, not the best quality, especially the steel choices. But this is a knife that I picked up from Gerber, which I thought they were headed in the right direction. It's not quite there yet. I think this is lacking a lot. But let me go ahead and show you guys. This is the Gerber Zilch. You have a 7, what is this? 7CR, I forget the exact, but it's a 7CR. So it's a very, very, you know, lower quality steel, but it does have a really nice stone wash. That's really nice. And it is very thin. This thing is super slicey. If you, again, are starting off and you don't have a budget to buy, you know, super expensive knives, but you want something super slicey, this would be a good option. And it's available in most retail stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, you know, different type of hardware stores carry Gerber. So it is something that you can just go and pick up. You don't have to go on Amazon or anything. So this is, I think, a good option for people that want to, you know, $25 to $20 knife, and you get a somewhat decent steel. It will, you know, it won't keep an edge for forever, but this kind of can help you hone your sharpening skills. You can sharpen this thing quite easily. And unlike D2, which is a little bit of a harder steel that's a little bit harder to sharpen, you can start off practicing on steels like this, and it's going to be a lot more forgiving. So this is, again, a good reason to get something like this Gerber Zilch. Action on this, I've modified a little bit. It does drop down a bit better, but because I've put in a bronze washer in here, this comes on Teflon washers. And I mean, other than that, I mean, the action is okay. It's not amazing. It's not like the snappiest, you know, knife out there. It does come with a pocket clip. Really cool design. I believe this is FRN on the scales, not G10. And again, you just get a decent, you know, I think design, which is very fitting for, you know, people that want something a little bit nicer looking, you know, that doesn't look like a cheap knife. This, I think, looks a little bit better than, you know, your run-of-the-mill like Chinese, you know, like whatever brand knives. And yeah, you get Gerber, which is a, you know, well-known brand. Yeah, this is just an all-around good everyday knife. You know, you can definitely EDC this and feel comfortable that you're going to get all your cutting tasks done. Really nice access to this liner as well. And yeah, I mean, the thumb studs are really great on this, actually. This one is, you know, honestly not bad. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Lanyard hole on there if you want to throw a lanyard. This crisscross design, don't know what that's for, but again, there's design implements in here that they wanted to implement to just make this knife stand out, which you know, the attention to detail is what I noticed. So, you know, some knives, they lack a little bit of personality. For example, this one, you know, I added my own personality to that. Gerber did their own thing with this. So again, that's why I like this. They're doing their own thing. They're stepping in the right direction. If they were to come out with a Zilch in D2 or a higher quality steel, this would be an amazing knife, I think, all around. And it's very, very comfortable. Again, this thing is super slicey. Yeah, I mean, this is another one that I can recommend. All right, and lastly, the Guardian Eagle. This one caught me by surprise. I found this on Amazon. I believe right now it is on sale. I'll try and link all these from where I can find them most accessibly down below in the description for you guys. But this one specifically is from Amazon. This is the Guardian Eagle. It doesn't have an exact name, but it's a Guardian Eagle knife. That's how they named it on Amazon. Inset pocket clip, deep carry, and it is truly deep carry with inset screws. You get a nicely milled G10. It's not the same G10 that you get on other cheaper knives. And I say cheaper, but this one's actually cheaper than this one's right now. So, you know, you're just getting a lot for your money. This is how normal G10 comes. This milling on here is a little bit different. It's cross cut and it feels really, really nice and textured. You have a deployment hole, and originally it comes with a flipper tab right here, which I removed, but it does come with a flipper tab if you like that. And you get a nice little pop of color with this blue, I believe, aluminum pivot collar. Very, very nice looking knife. Got a lanyard hole here, and this blade shape is amazing, I think. Nice stone wash, D2 steel, flat grind. Very, very nice chimping here for your thumb. You get really, really nice handle on this thing, and this thing feels like a tank. It's super solid. It's ridiculously solid. It shouldn't be this solid for the price. This thing feels like a, you know, obviously it's $16, I think, right now on sale. It feels like a $50, $60 knife. I mean, this thing feels nice. Really nice action running on bearings. It's not amazing. It's not the super snappiest and drop down action ever, but it definitely has good action because it's running on bearings. So yeah, this one, again, nice grind on this blade, and it has a decently thin blade stock. So this thing cuts really, really well. You get a lot of blade as well. This one's a little bit bigger than the other ones as well. Comparing it maybe to the Freetiger here, around the same size. So you get, you know, I believe this is about 7.5 inches. So again, medium to high, you know, a little bit bigger than normal size. And yeah, I mean, I think you get a lot for your money on this one right now. This is one that, you know, totally caught me by surprise. I did not expect this knife to be as good as it was. And I've seen that because a lot of people have commented on my videos where I, you know, show this, and they attest to it, how it is a very well-made knife. And then other people, I've had some of my subscribers tell me that I believe Boker and another company, I forget which other one, has this exact same model for sale for around 50 to 60 bucks. So again, this is crazy that, you know, this, you know, no-name company, Guardian, has this design, and it's the same exact model, but they have it for $16. And it has all the small details, again, inset pocket clip, deep carry, inset screws, D2 steel, stone wash, aluminum pivot collar, nicely milled G10, you know, thin blade, nice ergonomics, jimping, bearings on there for the, you know, I mean, I could go on. It's just ridiculous for what you're getting for the price. So yeah, this is a clear, outstanding, you know, winner of all these. But again, these are all some that I can recommend. Every knife is not for everybody. Everybody has their different preferences, you know, so I just wanted to give you guys a couple different looks and give you guys a couple different knives around that $20 range. You know, if you guys liked any of these, go ahead and let me know which one. If you guys have any recommendations, go ahead and drop them down below as well. And please consider giving me a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed this. And I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Later.